I never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotion. Got my statement, and I'm reading it slow so I can understand it fully. Appreciate my standing, go out of this world and right on time. Oh, never in my life have I seen the sky light up like this.
World, it's your man Ben Bach. I'm out here again with some more hope, some more encouragement, and some more motivation, guys, man. I'm pumped up, geeked up, super excited, man. And it's just like, man, I'm on a whole nother level, guys. But what I want to share with you straight from the heart, and this is disclaimer real quick, my full opinion, man. So it's just like, you disagree with it, this is just me. So it's just like, yo, peep game, man. So it's just like, where do I start? So I remember a couple months ago, I was in North Carolina at this conference, and they was making this comparison between slavery. They were talking about Harriet Tubman and stuff like that, right? And what Harriet Tubman said is just like, yo, I could have freed thousands of slaves if only they knew they were, or whatever. So it's just like, when you think about the story, she was freeing people, and she was getting people to come with her, and just like, she had that shotgun. And it's just like, certain people, they wanted to be free, but then they got scared, they wanted to go back, and it's just like, yo, you either come or you die. So it's just like, yo, you want to be free, but then at the same time, you're afraid of true freedom and stuff like that, right? So it's just like, when you go look back at the quote, though, she's just like, yo, I could have freed thousands of slaves. I could have freed so many. I freed thousands, but I could have freed more if only they knew they were slaves, right? So it's just like, this morning I was talking about triple darkness, right? It's just like not knowing that you don't know what you don't know, or not knowing that you don't know but you think you know. It's just like ignorance, like not knowing like what you're capable of, or how much more is there out in the world. So I'm just thinking about life, thinking about society, and thinking about how I've lived my life, and it's just like, yo, I limited myself so much, man. Like, I didn't know like there was actually that opportunity here in America to be truly free, right? So it's just like I was okay with my 9 to 5, and it's just like, for certain people, like a 9 to 5, like if that's your career, that's what you love, that's what you're most passionate about, and you get up geeked up every single day to go to work for your company, man, that's beast, man, and you're doing what you love. But for me personally, and for any of you guys that don't love what you do, that feel as though that's more out there for you, it's just like, yo, go after there and get what you want. Like, you can go ahead and get it. Like, you have everything you need to do it. It's just that belief, that self-confidence, and that's what I realized that I didn't have, guys. So it's just like, I remember praying for more confidence. I remember praying for more belief in myself, for more belief. Like, I remember praying for a better life, for a better opportunity. And it's just like, my prayers have been answered. And guess what, man? My prayers been answered from day one, but I wasn't acting on the prayer. So it's just like that Zig Ziglar quote where he's just like, little faith says God can do it, right? God can do something for me. Big faith says God will do something for me. And it's just like, perfect faith says it's a done deal. What does that mean? It says once you pray for something, it's just like, it's a done deal, right? It's just like, yo, I prayed for self-confidence, I prayed for courage, I prayed for wealth and stuff like that. And the moment I sent that prayer off, like, it was a done deal. Like, all of that was mine. I just had to go do the work to get it. And the only reason that I didn't get it in the past is because I wasn't humble, I wasn't cognizant, I wasn't a believer. Like, I didn't believe that when I prayed, like, God said it was a done deal and I could go ahead and give what I want. Like, I got the tools, I got a mind, I got a heart, I got a body, I got a soul. And it's just like, I got courage, like, I got everything that I need in me to be successful. And guess what? You guys got that same thing too. And it's just like, on the note, it's just like, I just wanted to share this with you. My man Ian Pruckner, he a beast, and he was just talking about like a 9 to 5 or whatever. And he was talking about jobs, and he said, yo, for real, there's no such thing as a good job. He broke down the math, and one day I'm gonna come back with you guys at the math. I'll put it on the board or add it to the video. And it's just like, look, if you look at the accounting equations when it comes to corporations or whatever, it's assets plus liabilities. No, how does that go? It's just like, you got assets minus liabilities equals owner's equity. So assets, what are assets? Assets are things that make the company money. What are liabilities? Things that cost the company money. And what is the equity? The equity is how much money the company has in return or whatever, or profits, right? So you just like, you want to look at the assets, how much money the company is making. Then you want to look at the liabilities, how much money the company is spending. And then the company always looks at the profit. What's the goal of a company? Most companies, at least most corporations, it's to make a profit. And what are we as employees? We're liabilities. How come? because they have to pay us, guys. They have to pay us. So it's just, it's crazy. So it's just like, yo, if the lights are about to go up on a company, and we've seen it tons of time before, like, who is the first person that gotta go? The employee. And maybe, all right, so the employees may not be the first person to go, but if it comes down to it, between keeping the company running or firing a few employees, like, what decision is the company going to make to survive? We've seen it tons and tons of times. Like, we've seen it with so many companies that have gone bankrupt, so many companies that that just went out, and they were just like, yo, and just in Philadelphia alone, like, so many companies fired so many people. It's just like, you get your severance pay and that's it. Like, yo, we can't support you no more. Like, you're gone. So it's just like, yo, I don't want to. I listened to something called The Strangest Secret or whatever. It's on YouTube, man. It's free. Just check it out. Watch it. It's about 20 minutes, but it's life changing. And it's just like, I've watched it so many times before, but it wasn't until this weekend that I really understood what that video meant. But this is what he was saying. He was just like, yo, you take 100 people or whatever, you take them from birth, right? And it's just like, by the time they're 20, all right, so you take 100 people, right? It's just like, if you look at human beings, by the time we're 6, we know how to read. By the time we're 20, we know how to make a living and support a family. But for some reason, by the time we're 65, we haven't learned how to be financially independent in the richest world that has ever been known to man. And he's just like, yo, that's crazy. And if you take those same 100 people, you look at them at age 20, maybe age 15, 16, they're just like, yo, I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna defeat the world. Like, I'm gonna accomplish my goals. They got all this hope, this inspiration, all that stuff. By the time they're 65, it's just like they done lost all hope and stuff like that. So he's like, what has happened? Why by the time we're 20, we know how to make money, make a living, we know how to read, learn, and all that other stuff. But by the time we're 65, we haven't learned how to be financially independent. Why by the time we're 65, we're still dependent on someone else for life's necessities? And what is life's necessities? It's just like, yo, if we're dependent on somebody for healthcare, if we're dependent on somebody for our monthly income, if we're dependent on somebody for our quality of life, like, if somebody could literally make a decision and take all of that away from us and we have no say-so, we're dependent on them, guys. And that's what I realized, like, yo, I am really dependent on the system. Like, I'm dependent on the government. I'm dependent on my job. I'm dependent on so many things that I have no control over. And it's just like, true freedom is just like when you become independent. And that's why I'm so big on wealth now, right? Building wealth. So it's just like, nobody, no decision. Like, so I want full control of my future, guys. And that's why we gotta grind. And that's why I'm grinding, guys. Like, if you want full control, if you don't want to be that person that at the end of the day, it's just like a company can make a decision and that'll impact the whole quality of life, or the government could go down and that'll impact the whole quality of your life. Like, like I remember at some point or whatever, like, the government shut down. It's just like, there's people on Social Security, people on welfare, people on certain things, and they couldn't get no money. It's just like, that's tough, guys. It's just like, I don't want to be 65 and having to be dependent on somebody for that. And that's why I'm just like, yo, we gotta grind. We gotta go out there and get it. We gotta go out there and win. And the thing is, we just gotta make the decision to do it. We just gotta believe. And look, I'm listening to Jim Rohn. He's my guy. And he's just like, look, society's not gonna force you to be financially independent. Society's not gonna force you to be healthy. Society's not gonna force you to take good care of your family. Like, that's certain decisions we have to make for ourselves. And listening to Mel Robbins is like, as kids, like, it's just like, we have parents to take care of us. We have teachers that educate us in something like that. But once we reach that age of 21, 23, once we become adults, we have nobody else telling us what to do or babying us anymore. So it's up to us to parent ourselves, to baby ourselves, to force ourselves to do the things that we don't want to do, to force ourselves to change, to force ourselves to put in that extra work. And here's another thing, last tip I'm gonna give y'all, right? I don't know who said it, but dude was just like, yo, in America, if you're only working, what's it called, 40 hours a week, like, that just gets you survival. Like, you only survive or whatever. Like, you don't thrive with 40 hours a week. You don't become financially independent just working 40 hours a week. Now, just side note, it's just like, there are some people who don't even have to work 40 hours a week, but that's because on the front end, they put in all that work. So look at the equation, guys. It's just like 9 to 5 to 65 is dead for me, guys. So it's just like, and that's why I'm grinding so hard. So it's just like, if you really look at the equation, like, we spend the majority of our years working the majority of our youth like working 9 to 5. So it's just like we really don't have the time or the money to enjoy life until we're 65. And who's to say we're ever gonna reach 65? Like we could die today, you know? So it's just like, that's what I'm really taking in mind now. It's just like, yo, I could literally die today. So it's just like, I can't bank on retirement for me to enjoy my life. Why not enjoy it now? Why not work hard now? So it's just like in the next year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. And that's crazy, guys. Like success, like you don't know, like you're one book, one conversation, one conference, one friend, one speech, like one church, like one scripture away from completely changing your life, man. It's crazy. So we don't have to wait that long. We just got to make a decision to change, go after it, and just doors will start opening for you. And here's the other thing that I want to leave you guys with, man. So I remember believing like, yo, like I have to wait until I make more money. For me personally, it's crazy and it's never ending. It's just like I've finally learned how to practice the art of happiness. It's just like I grind hard and stuff like that, but I've designed my life at this point in my life where it's just like I could die today and be happy. Like I could die today, no regrets, because I've designed my life that way, right? And it's just like I've come to the understanding of what contentment really means. It's just like I don't need to be wealthy to be happy. It's just like I want the wealth. I want the help because it's going to add so much more value, not only to me, not only to my family, but to so many other people. So that's why I'm so hungry for success and stuff like that. So it'll definitely change my lifestyle, but that's not the end goal. I don't think the money is going to make me happy. Like I'm already happy. And that's the thing about success. Like most successful people, most people that are wealthy, they understood they were wealthy before the money came. And as a result of that, the money came. So it's just like when you really think about life, it's just like, for me personally, I remember in high school, I was just like, yo, I can't wait to graduate. And it goes way back from that, but for time's sake, I'm just like, I remember in high school, I can't wait till I graduate high school and then I'm gonna be happy when I get to college. And when I get to college, it's just like, I can't wait to get to college because it's gonna be so cool. I get to college, it wasn't that cool. I'm like, yo, I can't wait to graduate from college. When I graduate from college, working is gonna be awesome. I graduate from college, working sucked. And it's just like, yo, I can't wait to get back into this MBA program. As soon as I graduate from the MBA program, life is gonna be different. Boom. I can't wait to get married. As soon as I get married, life is gonna be awesome. I can't wait to have kids. As soon as I have kids, life is gonna be awesome. And what happens is like we postpone our happiness. So it's just like the thing is like, why not be happy today? Why not design your life so every single day you wake up, you're happy? And it's just like I finally realized, yo, if you don't make a decision to be happy today, like the odds of you being happy when you achieve that goal that you think is gonna bring you all that joy and achievement, it may not. And then this is a nugget from Tony Robbins. He's just like, yo, especially because he makes money. He works with a lot of people that make billions of dollars and stuff like that. He connects with rich people, and he said like, not everybody that makes money is happy, right? And what he said was, it's two quotes. So I'm gonna use the Jim Rohn one, and that's why like I've made recent decisions in my life. He's just like, what is basically he was saying just like what is it to gain the world when you lose your soul in the process? Like, what is it to have all this money when you lose your family? What is it to have all this money when it's just like you have nothing to enjoy it with? Like, the purpose of having wealth is so you could share it with people, but in the process, like Darren Hardy said it best. It's just like be careful what you lose on a process or on a journey to achieving what you want. Like, you really want to be careful what you lose or what you're willing to give up. And some people lose everything and give up everything. They make the money and they thought the money was going to make them happy, and at the end of the day it didn't make them happy. So they looking back at their life with regrets, like, yo, I probably shouldn't have made all these decisions. And Tony Robbins called that the ultimate failure. Like, what is it to gain everything that you want and still feel like a loser, still feel like you didn't win? Like, that is the ultimate failure. So we think we got it bad now when we don't have that money, but we have our family, we have people that love us, we have people that care for us, and we don't have the money. We think we're losing. Imagine a person that gave all of that up, got the money, and still felt like he lost. Like, that's hard. Like, he put so much hours, so much work, so much energy, got everything that he ever wanted, and then still realized that it wasn't enough, guys. And that's that drive in us. And it's just like, here's another tip on that same tip. I mean, here's a nugget, another nugget on that same tip. And it just lost me. I just lost it. But let's see if it comes back, guys. If it doesn't come back, charge it to my mind. What was it? So it's important. So come on, guys, bring it back to me. Bring it back to me. Darn it, guys, it did not come back to me. So look, man, this is the year we step up, set new standards, defy odds, and dominate. I so hope you guys found some value in this video. Thank you guys so much for jumping on this video. Like, yo, we will change our lives. We just got to make the decision. Like, we are born great. We're born wealthy. Like, we just got to go out there and get it and make certain decisions. And for me, guys, I finally realized, like, the only reason I wasn't winning was because of me, and that was big. Like, I finally realized I didn't know everything that I needed to know about life and success, and that was big. And that's why I'm out here seeking the help. That's why I'm out here seeking the knowledge. And yo, guys, if everybody would make that same decision, like, their lives would radically change. Just being authentically you, just deciding to be who you were designed to be, just deciding to do the things that you want to do, regardless of how much you may get paid for it. And just like I'm talking about money a whole lot right here, but money ain't everything. What really matters at the end of the day is doing what you love, doing work that you love. And here's the kicker, man. I remember E.T. said it. It's just like, yo, when you do what you love, you'll do it for free. And when you do it right, and when you do stuff for free, it's just like you attract business. So it's just like there's people that do jobs that we don't want to do. Damn. So here nuggets, right? So here's the deal. So it's just like me personally, like I've made a lot of decisions based off how much money that I thought I was going to make. I went to the MBA because I thought I would graduate and make money. I applied to certain jobs because I thought it would make money. I studied certain majors because I thought it would make me money. But it's just like, that ain't what life is. There's this story or whatever of this young kid. He was in class one day, and his school teacher is just like, what do you want to be when you grow up? Dude said happy. She was just like, yo, you don't understand the question. And the kid was like, yo, you don't understand life. It's just like, I want to be happy when I grow up, and I just want to do what makes me happy. And she was hoping that the kid would say, I want to be this or that or whatever. No, be happy. That's the goal of life, to be happy, to do what you want to do or whatever, to do what's authentically true to you. And now it came back to me, guys, and this is what I wanted to end it off with. It was the Warren Buffett quote, which is just like, success is getting what you want. Happiness is wanting what you get. So it's just like, yo, you could be successful, but that won't make you happy. Happiness is wanting what you get, man. And it's just like that is so deep right there. It's just like being appreciative of what you get. And it's just like being appreciative and being grateful don't mean you're satisfied, right? Like we don't have to be satisfied with what we have, but we have to be grateful for what we have. And that's the key right there, guys. So thanks again so much for listening and tuning in. And remember, this is the year we step up, set new standards, defy odds, and dominate. Why, guys? Because dreams do freaking come true. But number one, we have to dream it. Number two, we have to believe it, guys. And number three, we got to grind every single day until we achieve it. I see so many people that jumped on this call. Usually I look through and wave back at everybody, but I'm driving right now, so that's tough. So thank you guys for tuning in, man. Be great. Thank you. Bye-bye.